What's up, guys? ZavixU here. Have a Wi-Fi match using my NU team again, which leads off with Regirock, and he leads off with Balls Alaron. Not entirely sure where that came from. It doesn't really resemble balls or a ball sack, so I don't really know where he got that from. Anyway, I go for Thunder Wave first and get out the rocks. I did have Earthquake on Regirock, and it might have been smart to use it on Laron, but I just wanted to get the hazard and status out first, which is what I usually do. I end up getting a crit with Thunderbolt on Laron, which was really nice. And he misses with Head Smash, which would have killed him anyway, but it got Emolga some more life, which is really nice. I went for the Charge Beam, but didn't get the boost. So I go back out to Colossus for his Genghis Khan, or Spencer's girlfriend. I don't know where the hell that came from. I guess he maxed out the character limit in Pokegen or something. That's what all the question marks are. Anyway, Regirock is a freaking beast for physical attack, so he can't touch him. And his Life Orb is kind of canceling out his Drain Punch anyway. I just go for the Thunder Wave because it's always better when they're paralyzed, especially when you're slower than them. He withdraws Genghis Khan because he knows he can't do anything. Sends out Floatzel. Then I go for an Earthquake. Does a good amount of damage to him. I wasn't sure if I could kill him the next hit, so I went for a Thunder Wave just to be safe. In case the next move didn't kill him, then I could send in anyone. They'd be faster than him, and they could kill him. So I figured it'd be a win-win that way. I go for the Earthquake from Regirock. It doesn't kill him. He barely hangs on. He goes for the Waterfall, kills Regirock. But this is actually freaking perfect, because now I can send Kingler. He can't really do anything to a Kingler. I get to go for an Agility just to bring up my speed for whatever he has next. He just goes for Waterfall because he figured Floatzel would die. Doesn't do that much. Then I just go for an X-Scissor. So now Kingler has maxed out freaking attack, and I think he has 396 speed now, so he is just a complete beast. I go for the Crab Hammer on Raichu and completely screw it over. Then he goes out to his Subat, which gets fucked over by a Rock Slide. So, I mean, I just had perfect moves for each of his Pokemon, which is pretty nice. Get a crit, which is unneeded. Then he goes into Pedo Kent again. I don't really know where that name came from. I go for an X-Scissor. I thought it would kill it. Somehow he survives. He goes for a Thunder Wave. I don't really know how he survived that. Thunder Wave is a good move on his part in case he survived. So then he goes for a Psychic, and I thought that would kill me with Stab and Kingler's shitty special defense, but it doesn't kill me, so I go for an X-Scissor and finish off his Hypno. So that was pretty nice. Then he goes back out to Spencer's girlfriend and goes for a Fake Out and kills Kingler. So the match is pretty much over at this point because Genghis Khan's his last guy. I go into Mind Fact, which was a completely stupid move on my part. I mean, I should have seen Sucker Punch coming from a mile away, which always screws over Kadabra. Didn't see it coming for some reason. I went with the safe route this time, sent out Jaws. He went for a Sucker Punch, got paralyzed. I go for an Iron Head with Stab and Sheer Force. Screws over Genghis Khan. So that's the battle, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Gonna get some more out soon. Subscribe, comment, like, all that stuff. I'm gonna get a Skyrim video out too soon, just showing off a couple of mods. Not that I made, but some really cool ones. So see you next time.